just a game. We all wanna win.
Hey everyone, it's Jason. Today on a components video, I'm going to do Joking Hazard. This is the brand new enlarged box they came out with for all the extra expansions. It's the shiny red box edition, which is for Kickstarter exclusive people. This was the regular red shiny box. You can see it's about half as big or so. The regular one's just a white box. I don't have the white one. Why would I buy a second copy? If you've ever played Cards Against Humanity, you already have an idea sort of how this is played. But this has a lot of pictures instead of relying on people's names, pop culture, things like that. Just a quick run through on how the game is played. So, one player is the judge, the other 3 people, 3, 4, how many ever people you want to play. I think you can play, according to the box, you can play up to 10 people. Might take a while with more. What the first thing that happens is the deck plays a card. So you draw 1 card off the deck. Then whoever the judge is takes from their card of 7, their hand of 7, and they play a card. So just for random, I'm going to play this card as the judge. Now, they have the option of either playing it before or after, depending on how they think would best set up for a joke. For this example, I'm going to put this after. So we have a first card with blue guys saying, "Well, son, you're moved in and ready for college." The second card is, "I blame God for this." And then each player places down a third face down card, which always has to be on the 3rd spot. It's the punchline. So, again, for random, we'll say we have 3 people. They each put down a card face down. Judge doesn't look, they shuffle them up. So that way the judge doesn't know who played which card. And then they go through and take turns reading them. So, typically when I play the game, we reread all the cards, unless, just because there's not that much. Sometimes you might just skip to the last one. So we'd say, "Well, son, you moved in ready for college. I blame God for this." And he continues to pee on him. If you haven't already known or you didn't know, warning on the beginning of the video did well stated in the title. This is not safe for work. It has some offensive material. Just heads up on that. So then the next one would be, "I blame God for this." "Oh yeah, prove it." So not as funny. Again, though, since this is random, I wasn't trying to fit a punchline in. And then the third one would be, he just shows him his butt. Oop. That one kind of got out of... Let's slide these up a bit. That got out of frame a bit. And that's basically how the game is played. Then the judge picks which one. Oh, he's going to say this guy won up here, the one where he gets peed on. So then this card would go back to the player that won, and that would be their point. In a typical game, you play to 3 points. Every time I've ever played, we just play until somebody wins. Until we decide to quit. 10 cards, 20 cards, half a deck. Just depends on how we want to play. There's one other type of card. Let me zoom back in a little bit. These are red bordered cards. These are basically supposed to be the final card. Like, whatever happens on here, you shouldn't be able to put anything after it. If the deck plays this card, draws it, then instead of the judge playing 1 more card, the other players all play 2 cards. So it'd be like, "Oh, this is the 3rd one." So then, like, an example, if it's I'm playing, I would play 2 more cards here. And then the judge would pick, "Oh, let's see what he has." And then you'd make a 3-panel comic with the player playing 2 cards and the final one, instead of them playing just 1. "Listen, baby, I think we can make this work." Fuck you. Oh, Mondays. If you are a player, you can always play a red card as well. another example here. I'm fucking wasted, dude. Wait, who are you? And then one of the face down cards, the player could have played, so how was your first day of school? Green guy had kind of a weird first day. So that's just another way you can play. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can always play red cards if you're the player in the middle or in the front. It doesn't really matter. However you decide to play it, you play it. Just sometimes it's harder to follow them because they're ones, for example, like a red card like this where somebody blows up. Kind of hard to follow it up with a card like this where this is my impression of you. Because he blew up and the guy's still alive. Other hand, you played it the other direction, it could be pretty funny. And then you could also add this in there. This is my impression of you. My wife left me, and then he blows up. So what I'm going to do is just go through the rest of the base set. This is going to be a little bit longer video because of the quick tutorial I did. I'll probably stop maybe halfway through and do a part 2. But I'm just going to play down 3 random cards. And we're just going to go through and see what we come up with. Why are you looking at me like that? Shut the fuck up. And a yeah face. Alright. You are the worst. Check this shit out. I've made a mistake. Again, I'm not trying to create jokes here. I just kind of want to show off all the different cards in the set. We did it. I'm going to be a dad. I don't think we can be friends anymore. Why so sad? Oh, looks like you might kiss him. Oh, that's it. I've had enough of your shit. Oh, look at me in my stupid blue shirt. Blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ, dude. And this was actually pretty unintentional, but that's pretty funny. Them spiking words. I just saw Jesus. I am the second coming of Jesus Christ. So sometimes it happens when you don't shuffle your decks well enough. May I take your daughter's hand in marriage? I'm from the future. That goes against my religion. Sorry, just trying to restack my other cards so they don't get all bent. We'll do it this way. I think I might be gay. Just kidding. Oh, it was all a dream. Hi, my name is Blue, and I'm an alcoholic. Happy birthday! God, I am so goddamn turned on right now. Oh, he lets out a fart, and then he kisses him, and says, I hate you. One fun thing that me and my friends and family, we always do whenever we play this, is we always play with a random card. We call it Rango. Rango Calrissian. I got it from watching some other people play Cards Against Humanity back in the day. Now it's just adds an extra random element of fun. Plus, we're usually playing with like 3 or 4 people. If you're playing with 5, 6 people, I probably wouldn't add an extra card because it just takes that much longer to go through. I never thought you'd say that. Same. And then they got married. I think the random card works better in this game than it does Cards Against Humanity because not having the words, it's sometimes, to fit in better. But as you can see, just playing random cards, I'm sometimes getting where the blue characters and the green characters' words don't match up. So this isn't, again, completely random isn't generally ideal. Hell yeah, I think I need more friends. I'm bored. Oh, he's got like a crying, sweating face, and smell my finger. But today is opposite day. What's that mean? Perhaps you should eat my ass instead. I think I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And then they start making out. Just staring off into the distance. Hey, get away from me. That makes my tits hard. Some of the faces on here, the animation, are just so hilarious. We broke down laughing just from the pictures. That's the best idea I've ever heard. It's all your fault. Let's run away together. First few times we played this, we played through the entire deck. But now that there's 3 full expansions plus a couple of half expansions, you don't really have time to play through the entire deck. So I usually cut it about in half. I'm so happy right now, if you know what I mean. Wow, son, you're growing up fast. Again, these are just random, so they're not as funny as they could be, but you're getting some ideas of stuff that could happen. I wish I just did a fuck ton of shrooms. I'm so confused. So I believe in the base set there are 250 cards, if I remember correctly. The Kickstarter set also had some extra packs and boosters, which I'll go in another video. I did separate them out so you can see only what's in each set. So if you buy the main store edition, even though I have the Kickstarter one, I'm only showing you cards from the regular base expansion, or the base set. I'm so proud of you, son. Hooray! I think you must have mistaken me for a guy who gives a shit. Oh, that could hit home for some people. I'm dying of cancer. Yeah, I'll snap your fucking neck. I do not give a shit. Again, random. This is kind of funny. Not hilarious necessarily. It might just depend on your friends and their humor. I just came. What are you doing in my house? And then he gets kicked in the balls. And that face. Oh, we got a red one. We'll put the red ones on the end. I do play. Sometimes we'll play whenever we draw a red one. What we like to do, and this is probably just a house rule. So wherever the red one goes, whoever's playing the card can play them either on either side of them. So they could be like, hey, this is funny. I ran over your dog. Bondage. And then some blowjob. Or we play a red one. You could decide to do it the other direction. Now we have to wait and die. Suck my butt. This is why I can't take you anywhere. Or you can do the traditional one where you put the red one at the end. Slaps him. Gives him a shrug. And then the guy breaks his neck. Typically, again, rule-wise, this is the way to play. But when we draw the red card first, we like to put it in any side, either side. Kind of just figure it gives you more options, makes the game a little more entertaining. Shut your goddamn mouth. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well, then he crawled inside his mouth, so he didn't really get a chance to shut it. Alright, we'll do one more here, then we'll stop this video, and we'll pick up with part 2 later. So he threw up. Awesome. but don't ever tell anyone about this. Alright, so that was the Joking Hazard base set video part 1. Hope to see you guys back for part 2. Bye.